Hey everyone, Not Sealed here. Today we've got an exciting project. I've managed to find myself an old trolley jack, also known as a card jack. I was able to find this at a local rubbish tip, so it's a free find. It's a little bit rusty, covered in oil and grease, but it does have a problem that it's only raising a few centimeters and then not pumping up at all. It's got a bit of an airlock by looks of things where I can push down on the jack, so I'm going to quickly investigate what the problem with this and see if we can get it going again. I suspect that all that's happened with it is it's run out of hydraulic oil. So now I have given the plug a bit of a clean, and we will pull the plug and see how much oil we can put into this. It's really important to clean around the drain fill plug hole so no debris gets into your delicate piston pump area when you fill it up. The fill plug is usually made out of rubber type material. I have seen them be a screw type as well. To remove this plug, open the drain valve. This is turning anti-clockwise. You can probably turn half a turn, one turn, and push down on the cylinder. Now, I don't have any hydraulic fluid handy, so I'll be using the next best thing, transmission fluid. This is the only substitute that you can use for jacks. Whatever you do, do not use engine oil or brake fluid. This will well and truly ruin your jack. Now the fill hole is really small on these jacks, so I like to use this 35 milliliter syringe with a little bit of a hose connected on the end. This is perfect to suck some transmission fluid up and to squirt it into the jack. Now don't forget to wear hand protection and eye protection when working around hydraulic fluids. Now you can see that I'm running out of transmission fluid, but we'll make do. So I've got my full syringe, so let's pop the cap off the cylinder and we'll fill it up. A small screwdriver to fit under the cap is perfect. Just prise it up and then pull it off. Be aware sometimes you might get a bit of back pressure coming out if the cylinder hasn't been bled properly. Alright, let's start squeezing our hydraulic fluid in. This may take a few times depending how empty it is. We want to fill it up so we can just see the hydraulic fluid from the top. We want to leave just a little bit of an air gap, maybe about 2 to 3 millimeters from the top. Okay, we'll just speed this section up. We're going to fill up the hydraulic cylinder a few more times. Looks like in the end it's going to take around 70 mil of fluid. The good thing is about using the syringe, if you do top it up a little bit too much, you could always stick the hose back in and pull out a little bit of fluid like we're doing now. It is important to leave that little air gap inside the cylinder for expansion. The next step is to purge the system. So open up the bleed valve and push down the ram a few times. Up to around 10 times or more will be fine. Once you have finished bleeding the system, close the bleed valve by turning it clockwise until you cannot turn it any further. Cool, we're now ready to start testing the jack out. You can start pushing up and down on the piston ram cylinder and see if it rises up, and it is. Excellent. Looks like it's going higher than it was before, so I can't see any really obvious leaks at this stage. Nothing's dripping down on the table. The cylinder's rock solid. I'm liking it. This is a cheap jack. Alright, let's see if it goes all the way up. Looks like it does. This is excellent. Saved a bit of money here finding some junkyard jack and putting some oil in it. Looks like there's no leaks. We'll give it a bit of a clean up in a second. I'll just lower it down now and we'll check the oil level again. Once the piston is back in the home position, oil level's correct, you can do another quick bleed of the air valve and reinsert the plug. And now this project is complete. Once the fill plug's installed, I'm going to flip it over and just have a look if there's any leaks or damage on this trolley jack. Everything looks okay. I can't see any leaks anywhere. We'll give it a load test and see if we do get a leak somewhere. These jacks will leak over time. Just a slow leak out of the piston ram area is fine. What tends to happen is really small micro scratches in the piston ram cause the hydraulic fluid just to leak past the seals. Alright, quick spray down with degreaser will help get rid of all this dirt and excess old hydraulic oil. Rub down with a paintbrush and then we'll give it a hose down and it'll be nearly as good as new apart from the rust that's all over it. But it's not structural rust, it's just surface rust. Who knows, we might be able to give it a new paint job. Bit of a sandblast and a paint job, be beautiful. Now the nameplate of this hydraulic trolley jack was missing, but I found the company name Shin Fu Corporation stamped on the trolley jack, so a bit of online research looks like this might be a 1.3 ton jack with a raised height of around 356 millimeters. So this will be perfect for my garage and it'll go well with a couple of other jacks that I've got. Grab 2 or 3 jacks, you can work on any vehicle. And don't forget to subscribe if you would like to see more of my content.